what's up, everybody? It's your dude back in the saddle again. Man, thank you so much for showing up. Again, my name is Jerome Jet, host of Understanding the Reason. Thank you for coming, okay? We're going to be getting into the book a little bit more. Got a lot to cover, okay? And I think it's going to be very beneficial to you. Those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Definitely appreciate you showing up. If you've been invited by somebody, drop their name in the comment section. I love to know, who invited you. That'll be very cool. But the reason that we're here is to really dive into, what does the scripture say about why we are here, right? What is the purpose of being here on earth? What is the purpose of the galaxies and the creation of the universe? Like, why did God, who is a spirit, create physical, temporary matter? Like, what made him do that? And so, some of you guys already know the backstory. Just so that those of you who don't know the backstory, I got into this very, very interesting conversation with a coworker who was an atheist, and me being, a PK, I didn't know how to answer or actually intelligently speak to the reason that God created me, right? Which is a big problem, when you think about it, right? So, how you going to believe in God and you don't even know why he, put us here? So I started doing some research, and it took me 18 years to write this amazing book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. The link will be in the description. Go ahead and get yourself a copy of it. Just so that you can follow along with us and really deep dive into this information, because I really believe that most people want to know, why am I here? What is my purpose? Right. And then, of course, where am I going after this is all over? That's me. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I look at some things. But the link to the book will be in the description. Also, we do encourage you, take notes. Take notes. Write your notes down, your questions down. You can always put them in the comment section so we can take a look at those and interact with you. On that level. At some point, once we get a little bit more people and things of that nature, we might want to go live even and have conversations live. Where we can literally communicate back and forth, and chop things up, because I believe iron sharpens iron. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive right into the book. Now we were on page 18, the last time that we was here, and previous times we talked about the fact that I believe there was a war that started in heaven. The scriptures actually supports that. And it's because of that war, God had to respond to that war. Okay. And we're going to talk about that response as we move along. Right. But let's go back and take a peek at who started the war. And then identify the fact and concretely establish the fact that this wasn't these scriptures aren't talking about human beings. Okay. And I talk about human beings. And, in my research, I came across, various materials and stuff like that was trying to refute the prophetic aspect of it or the spiritual aspect of it and deny that the spirit realm exists, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, but let's take a look at who actually started this war. So we know from what we talked about before that Satan was called, he had a title, right? Title was Lucifer. So Lucifer is not a name. Okay. Lucifer is not a name. Lucifer is a title, and that title is Son of the Morning. So here we pick that up. I'm in the book. We still in my first chapter. You will be no more judgment of the adversaries, part 1. And we're still on, we're starting our reading today on page 18. Okay. So the prophet Isaiah wrote this. You can find this if you want to jot this down in Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12 through 16. Okay. And here's what it says. How you are fallen from heaven, O shining star, son of the morning. King James says it this way. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning, right? For you said to yourself, I will ascend to heaven and I will set my throne above the stars of God. I will preside in the mountain of the gods, the congregation far away in the north. I will climb to the highest heaven, and I will be like the Most High. Okay. So from that, he's asserting that, look, I'm it. I'm going to take over. I'm taking over. Okay. And then we have what Ezekiel wrote and what he shared with us, the insight that was given to him. That's found in Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 11 through 19. And I don't want to read the whole thing, but just go ahead and jot that down. I just want to kind of just point out a few things, right? The first thing is the Lord said that he was the perfection of wisdom and beauty. Okay? The perfection of wisdom and beauty. You were in Eden, the garden of God. Your clothing was adorned with every precious stone. The workmanship of your tabrets and of your pipes was prepared for you in the day that you were created. That's his vocals, his ability to praise and worship and lift up the Most High through praise, right? You were blameless in all that you did. It didn't say that he was blameless, but he was blameless in all that he did, right? Until, keep that in mind, until the day evil and guilt was found in you. Your great wealth filled you with violence, and you sinned. So I banished you from the mountain of God, and the guardian cherub drove you out from the midst of the stones of fire, and I will destroy you, O mighty guardian, from your place among the stones of fire. Your heart, now here's what caused the war. This is what caused that war. Your heart was filled with pride because of your beauty. Remember, he said you were the perfection of wisdom and beauty. And then he's saying now that your heart was filled with pride because of all your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom for sake of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth and exposed you to the curious gaze of kings. Now I'm switching over to the next page. An argument was put forth, and this is where we have to be very, very careful when you start to get into these things, because you want to be able to verify information, right? You want to be able to verify the information, but you want to make sure that the information is in alignment with what you already know, what's already been revealed, right? So, but there was an argument put forth by proponents of this line of thinking, which was attempting to use the information unveiled in Ezekiel and Isaiah to establish that it highlighted one of the most corrupt kings, one of the most powerful kings of that time, King Nebuchadnezzar, who was the king of Babylon. He was one of the powerhouses behind persecuting and establishing. Basically what he was doing was he was establishing his kingdom throughout the earth, right? And so anybody got in his way, he was on them, right? So a lot of these proponents of what we would call historians or history was saying, well, no, these scriptures have nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with Satan or with the kingdom of Satan or fallen angels, none of that. Okay. But my point was, how is it possible for a human being to know where the stones of fire are or even, what they are? Okay. And that wasn't cryptic. It wasn't cryptic. It wasn't being, it's not something that was being, substituted, like, stones of fire is substituting something else. This is literal. He's saying you were created. You did this. You had this access. So we know that it's definitely not talking about a human being. So let's continue. So if the argument is that a human being was the person that they were talking about, it's impossible, because a human being never possessed the ability to ascend to the highest heights of heaven. Okay. And even with our technological advancements today, how will we even know where heaven's at? Okay. How will we even know how to get to heaven? So that's one of those things where we wanted to come today and just establish the fact that there is a spirit realm. There is a spiritual war going on. And I believe that was and is the catalyst to get us going as far as this world is concerned right now. So listen, all I need you guys to do is stay plugged in, man. Stay plugged in. Invite your friends, invite your family. Let's have this conversation. We're doing these little short form videos only because we know that, we want to just do it, take it in little teeny bite-sized pieces and little bite-sized chunks, and then take it from there, okay? Well, we appreciate you coming, man. Thank you so much for showing up today. I'm so excited to go over this material. Make sure you get it. Make sure you get this resource. It will be linked down in the description, and definitely we'll see you on the next video. Oh, and by the way, invite a friend. Talk to you guys later. Peace.